So this has to be one of the quintessentially most British Chinese takeaway dishes on a menu anywhere. And what is that, Ma?
Curry beef!
Exactly, curry beef. Exactly how loud Mum screamed at them. And if you want to learn how to cook Chinese food at home from 2 Chinese chefs, make sure to be following this page, hit that like button, comment and hit the notification button to keep our videos on your feed. Isn't that right, Ma?
That's for sure. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. So we've got about 300 grams worth of top side here. And as you can see, this is the grain. That is what you want. You want the grain going along the long bit that you have, if that makes sense. The grain is the muscle fibres, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to cut across them. So, Mum?
Yeah. Slant your knife a little bit. So if you start from here, you get a tiny weeny bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want a big slice, so you start slanting your beef. All like that.
Yeah, about 45 degrees, and that way you get a larger cutting area. No cutting area.
About
larger slice of beef.
Yeah, about that size, yeah? I just start with slow first, okay? So you can see. Sometimes when you get the beef, it's not every single piece of beef is tender, but you can see from it, this one, I think it's not going to be too tender.
As I said, this was about 300, it's more 400 to be honest, grams. So now we're going to velvet this beef. I'm just going to put some potato starch.
We're going to put some salt in. MS G.
I want quite a bit of garlic powder for this, because you'll understand why in a minute. A lot of bicarbonate soda, dark soy sauce, and a little bit of veg oil. Then I'm going to mix this up, and this recipe can be found in our second cookbook, can't it, Ma?
Yeah, our second cookbook. Have you got it? If you haven't got it, go ahead and order one, please.
If you want to know where to get it, just comment below. Now this is all mixed really well, we want to let it sit in the fridge for about an hour. Now we're going to prep an onion. Mum's just going to take the bottom and the top off.
Yeah, that's the bottom.
Then she's going to cut it straight in half. Take the skin off the outside. And then she's going to cut this into chunks. Simply just cut it into 3s lengthways and then, or 4s, and then cut it straight into half and you've got your chunks. Yep. And then to this we're also going to add some frozen peas.
Yep, done. Frozen peas.
This next bit is going to be weird. We're going to wash it off.
Just give it a bath.
Yeah, just give it a nice little bath. And you're going to be thinking, why are we doing that? Well, mainly it's to get rid of the bicarb. Some places will bicarb it and then season it after, but then there's a higher risk it will stick to the wok under the high flame. So a lot of places will just season it all and then wash all of it off. Don't worry though, it does actually still taste quite a bit of the flavouring. It doesn't all go because it has penetrated all the way through. So don't worry too much about that. And you're essentially just going to keep doing this until the bicarb goes, which smells a bit like what, Ma?
Well, you tell me what it smells like.
Ammonia. I don't know why she's been so weird about that. This will take about 3 or 4 more times. If you're running it under a tap, it's much quicker. And this is ready, like I said, when you smell it and there's no like ammonia smell in it. But also you'll notice that you can still smell the garlic and the soy. It's penetrated so deep, and the meat, as you can see, has gone much darker because again, it's all gone in there. There's a hole in the middle so the water can seep through to the bottom. And leave it to drain for about 20-30 minutes. Right, so we're going to need some veg oil into a wok. And we're going to use a pre-made curry paste. Now, you don't have to use anything like this. We're using goldfish today because lots of takeaways do use this and it's found everywhere. We do have our own paste, which is completely different from this. This is very much a takeaway style of today's variety. Our one is very much old school, so it's got a lot more flavour, a lot more punchier. And if you don't like flavour, don't buy it, honestly, you won't like it. That paste is like the 80s, 90s, really strong, really thick. This is what's more readily available today. So if you want like what you're used to now, I'd say if you're under sort of 30, this is probably what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you're over 30, then you're going to want to try our paste for sure. So we're just going to put in some of this paste in with the oil. We want it on a fairly low heat.
And get it loosened up.
Yeah, and we're going to add some cumin,
Coriander.
a little bit of salt, and a little bit of MSG, not too much because this paste is quite well seasoned. In the other video, more astute of you will say, I said you don't need to season that this time. Well, because we're cooking the meat and the veg differently, it won't be seasoned, so that it will be under-seasoned if you don't season now.
When it gets warm, it just breaks itself.
And yes, this is different from what we've shown before because we show you how to do all variations because we're not jumped up or pretentious enough to say we prefer this version, so that's all we're going to teach you. We know people like things different, so we teach all the different ways. It's that simple. Yeah, Ma?
Yeah, you just see which one you like.
Yeah. Then when it starts bubbling like this, we're going to add water to it slowly until it's the thickness that you want. And because we've added some spices, it's important to add a pinch of sugar in there as well, because they can be a little bit bitter. So I'm just going to bring this to like a little bubble, and then I'm going to set this to the side because that's nearly the thickness I want. And as it sits, it's going to
get thicker.
Yeah.
That's because the water evaporated.
Science. I'm just going to put the beef into a colander that isn't going to melt because we're going to deep fry this. And lots of takeaways actually do this in their deep fryer. So it's just the way that it's done nowadays. Personally, that's not how we would do it. We've always done it in a wok.
Yes.
With fully velveted beef, not rinsed off. Because if you know what you're doing, you know the bicarb levels of how to get it tender without it being an issue of taste. And then we're just going to place it into hot oil. And let it cook. Won't take long.
Well, you can see the beef cooking really quickly.
And that is your beef done.
Yep.
And then it's the same process for your vegetables. In. Now, they would do this, like I said, in a deep fat fryer, so they'd be able to do all of this at once. And the heat would stay hot, unlike ours at the moment, which has nicely died down. Then when I was growing up, this way of doing it was very rare. Not many places were doing it like this because they'd cook it all in the wok.
Yeah.
But this is more common nowadays.
Which way do you prefer? The wok one or this one?
I don't know.
I think I prefer the wok. You get all the sauce go in there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
because you can deglaze it with the curry sauce.
Yes. Well, it's what everyone like.
Yeah, it's what you...
Yeah, so down to individual preference, isn't it?
Yeah. They'll also use the same method to cook the vegetables for chicken fried rice or beef fried rice and stuff like that. And they'll use hot rice in some places now.
Yes.
Which is fine. It's not... I don't think it tastes bad. It just doesn't taste the best. It's like getting mad at McDonald's for not being gourmet. It's just...
Just chill.
Yeah. And when these are cooked all the way through, we'll put them into the sauce. And then you're just going to turn it all in.
Wow.
And then you've got a big vat of beef curry.
Curry, yes.
And here it is, beef curry. Oh. If you want to use chicken, it's completely different recipe. See, I've got a really bad tooth that's given me so much jip, but the beef is so tender I can still eat it with my tooth.
The beef is tender. Definitely.
So, there you have it. Curry beef.
Curry beef. One of the most ordered.
If you've got any other recipe ideas you want, make sure to comment them below. Also, think about voting for us if you visited our restaurant in the Golden Chopsticks. We came third last year for street food. We hope to get first this year. If you go over to our Facebook page, we're doing a giveaway there for an in-house giveaway. And if you vote through here, we'll be doing a giveaway from here as well. So if you haven't seen that already, it'll probably be up before this goes out. If you want to take part in that giveaway, comment below and I'll give you the link.
Yes, I like the beef.
So much pain. Oh. Anyway, it's too good. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help you commenting and hitting that like button. It gets the engagement up, and the algorithm likes that. Let's grow this channel to at least 10 more people. That would be fantastic. Anyway, thank you, guys. Ma?
Happy cooking, happy eating.
Quickly, we haven't been paid or given any money or been given anything to make this video from Goldfish to use that paste. We just rate it. We know that a lot of takeaways use it, and the whole point of this channel is to be open and honest with you guys, so that's why we've used it.
Yeah, sorry, I got mouthful.